Hello, everybody. I'm Silent Eric. First off, hello. How you doing? It's the final day of reveals for Heart of the Huntress, and look what we have here. The Freljord champion I was saying all along. And it's a lore exclusive. Yep. Gonna place the crown upon my head. Honestly, I hoped it would have been Ingvar, because we've heard about Ingvar this whole time, but Ingvar is just a follower. Instead, it's the Poro King, which means I hope you guys are ready for Poro decks. They've never left, but they're back. Let's take a look at this video. Here we go. Ba-ba-ba. Gajillion trillion Poros. All right, let's take a look. You can put any non-champion cards with the word Poro into them. All right, so it's not just Poro units. It's not just cards with the Poro type. It's anything with the word Poro on the card. That is much better. It lets you get Poro snacks. It lets you get everything Poro related. Gets all the spells. Very nice. 5 mana 4/4. That is a big Poro. This is also like a stuffed Poro. Each round, the first time you summon another Poro, create a Poro snacks in hand. Okay. And it's not a fleeting Poro snacks. That's pretty good. Level up, you've summoned 6+ other new Poros. Okay. Oh no. Dragons versus Poros. There's the king. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. So this child's drawing, right? There's just a Poro pretending to be a Poro King. So wait, is this... So it isn't a real thing, right? Poro King, each round the first time you summon another Poro, create a random special snacks in hand. Okay. 5 mana 5/5. Poro King comes to life. Uh-huh. I'm just kind of mesmerized by everything I'm looking at here. Okay. Okay. So the special snacks are still snacks that buff all the Poros everywhere. They just do more. Okay. Yeah, there's the Dragon Prince we saw. Makes sense. For the 1-drop thing. How weird. Okay. So it looks like most of the things that we have to look at today are Poro King cards, the Poro King itself, the champion spell, and then the special snacks that are created. How strange. I really can't tell if that is canonical or if it's just Ingvar's imagination. I guess I don't know. We'll have to look at the flavor text, which we should be getting tomorrow, hopefully. We'll try and figure this out. But for now, let's just focus on mechanics, I suppose. Poro King. 5 mana, 4/4. It's coming in later in the game. It could just be leveled up by the time you play it. The special snacks are better than normal snacks in a couple of ways. First off, they're cheaper. Second off, they do more. So you don't necessarily want to spend a lot of time in level 1. You're not waiting around for the Poro King to play your Poros. You just want to get them out there, get the Poro King to level up. Yeah, and the special snacks, the stat line. No actual keywords, but I mean, you're going to be getting a bunch of keywords. It's a Poro deck. Put any non-champion cards with the word Poro. Yep. Council Call. Draw 2 different Poro followers. Grant them +1/+1. That will definitely help you find your... Yeah, 2 different. Now, that just super helps level up the Poro King. This all seems pretty efficient, doesn't it? Then we have Espresso, Frosted, Colorful, and Pepper. All of them are 2 mana burst. All of them grant Poro allies everywhere +1/+1, so they're just better than normal Poro snacks on that amount alone. The Espresso gives 2 allies Challenger. The Frosted frostbites 1 enemy. The Colorful grant allied champions everywhere +1/+1 and a random keyword. So the Poro King will get +2/+2. Oh. That's pretty cool. And colorful snacks, that means that is the Poro King actually the thing that you run in... Is the Poro King actually what you want to run with like Howling Abyss or things like that? Like those kind of champion generators? I guess it's Shurima now. Pepper snacks. Give Poro allies impact this round. Okay, so you want to do this one on attacking turns. This one mostly defensive, but you could do frosted. Let me actually get you over to the right thing so you can look at what I'm looking at. Yeah, pepper snacks definitely going to be more attacking turn. Frosted snacks more defensive, but could be used on offense too. Espresso also offensive. Colorful snacks, you just play it when you get it. They can all be used as a combat trick, so you don't necessarily want to play them as soon as you get them. You might want to use them to surprise, but it's not like the opponent doesn't know you have them. So there's not much of a surprise with all the snacks that the Poro King generates. So you just want to be mana efficient when you play them. Okay, and that is all of the cards. That's the complete set at this point. So we have the Poro King, who is actually not a Freljord champion. So that means we still can get a Freljord champion, which it's probably going to be Nunu and Willump still, would be my guess. But at least this isn't taking up that slot, so we can still get Nunu later in the year, in a couple of months. But as is the Poro King. So Poro decks are something that we've seen before. We've seen them. They get stats. They have like varied keywords. You've always had to kind of pick and choose, and you normally want to pick P and Z just because there's ways to generate elusive Poros in P and Z. And elusive Poros, if you make them big enough, will kind of just win you the game. With the Poro King, you can still run all of those things. You can still run Poro Cannon, all that kind of stuff. Whatever's still in Standard, or you can go into Eternal if you want every single option. You could do Poro King with Braum. Poro King, who else would you want to run Poro King with? You can go into any region, really. So going into Bilgewater and making you care about 1-drops, PNZ or Bilgewater. Both of those make sense. Let's see. Yeah, it's hard to say. You kind of have like a late game, so I guess you want to be kind of defensive. I could see going Targon or Ionia for that kind of defensive play style. Is there a benefit for Poro King Nico? That's 2 Runeterra champions, so you have a very limited card pool. But mm, no, they probably don't go together that well. So the Poro King, Nico and Nidalee can kind of work together, but the Poro King is doing his own thing. Okay. So I think there isn't really that much to talk about until we get all the flavor text and can start putting decks together. The Poro King deck is gonna be kind of easy to put together. It's not gonna be too groundbreaking. I think it should still be fun, but you're basically wanting to go pretty heavy into poros, and anything else you're putting on the side is probably going to support that. I don't think the poros are going to support a different strategy, other than maybe some kind of Shadow Isles sacrifice thing if you're just wanting things to kind of play and then get killed. But even still, a good portion of your deck, uh, how should I put it? Your deck real estate, the amount of cards that are going to be Poro related, are going to be pretty high, I think, to make Poro King work. Because the Poro King doesn't do anything on his own without other Poros. He does not generate other Poros. You need to have Poro cards in your deck for him to work. Unlike some other champions that we've seen, like uh, Jax or Evelyn. Like, you don't need to run every Husk card in Evelyn. You can run like a couple of the good ones, and Evelyn herself kind of does her own thing. Similar to Jax, Jax could be put into a deck without you caring too much about the Weapon Master stuff. Those cards are all good, so you just kind of would just run all of it, but you don't have to. And Jax can level up on his own if he just like swings or gets buffs or something. The Poro King needs Poros, and that is definitely going to limit what you can do with a Poro King deck. But Poros have always been pretty fun. We've been having Poro support since day one of the game, so there's plenty to do. There's different ways to build a Poro deck, I think, and the Poro King gives you all of the options. So that is going to be it for today, I believe. That is all of the cards for Heart of the Huntress, so we should be getting the actual expansion here shortly. Once we have everything, I'm going to go ahead and put together a lore video going over the flavor text and all of the different lores and implications of what all that might mean. Uh, it'd be nice to get voice lines before I do that, I think, but might split it into 2 videos, we'll see. Because the big question of whether or not the Poro King exists, or whether this is all like an imagination thing, all this Ingvar stuff that we're seeing, I don't know if flavor text is going to describe that. I think we might need to see how other things react to the Poro King to get a feel for, like, is this real? Does Lysandra know about the Poro King? Things like that. But that is going to be it for today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for next time. Song of Nunu, lore videos, things like that should be coming up soon. And I will see you guys then. You guys have a good one.